Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. This is Veteran Mountain Man coming to you today, and today we are going to be talking about the government. Yay! I don't know how many of you are paying attention. However, there's been a lot of budgeting debates going on lately, and one of the things the Republicans in the House did right off the bat was pull the idea of a government shutdown right off the table. No matter what, we will not shut down the government. You know, I see that move almost like President Obama stating, "We draw a red line in the sand here." Here's the deal, people. If we can't figure out how to fund the government from the existing funds without borrowing, maybe the government needs to shut down for a bit. And maybe we need to start cutting all of those departments that get kicked to the curb when we shut down. Because if they're not essential to the federal government, and they are not essential to the nation, maybe they shouldn't be a federal program to begin with. Oh my God, gasp, the horror. He said get rid of government. Yes, get rid of government. You don't need government to create everything. Government does not create anything. All government does is tax and redistribute wealth. Government is not the answer, people. We have had more than 100 years of government trying to prove that they are the answer and failing. That is why the nation is in debt more now than it has ever been. The United States was not in debt at the beginning of the 19th century. It was not in debt at the beginning of the 20th century. And the reason we are in debt now is we are trying to do far too much than what our budget can feasibly handle. And so we should not be spending like a bunch of drunken sailors on shore leave. We need to tighten the financial responsibility belt of the federal government, cut the pork, and let the nation run. Because I tell you this, the second you take those leashes of government off, it will be like greyhounds in a wilderness preserve where there are grouse. Those dogs will flush into the brush, and they will be successful, and they will be fruitful. But they cannot do it if the leashes of government control are stopping them from running. So we need to unleash the economy and allow it to do what it does. And I don't care if you're a Keynesian economics theorist or a Hayek economics theorist, which I believe Hayek had it right. Either way, we should not be stifling the economy the way we are right now. Under either technique. What is going on with the government right now is literally socialism in action. And we need to be calling our senators, calling our House of Representative members. If you've got a Democrat senator or House of Representative member and they're playing this chicken BS, you need to tell them to stop it and start cutting back the government. If you've got a Republican senator or representative, you need to call them and tell them to stop it and start cutting back the government. Because the only way America can truly be free and truly be successful and have the biggest middle class in the world is if the capitalistic economy of the United States is unleashed. And for those of you who have been listening to me for a while, you understand the United States has not truly been a capitalistic country for almost a century now. And there is some evidence to state it's a bit more than a century. And the reason being has been the world wars and then all of the government experimentation of the 1950s and 60s and 70s. And President Reagan started to pull that stuff back in the early 80s. Started to. He was the closest to a true capitalist president we ever had in the past 50 years. And now we need to pull it back further. We have got President Trump in office, and he has so lost his way that he's listening to these capitalists and these Dixiecrats and these Republicrats instead of actually doing what he knows he should be doing, which is unleashing the economy, releasing the stranglehold of government oppression, and letting the economy fix itself. Hayek proposed that markets will stabilize if left alone. Products will find their natural point where they are worth what they are. Things will stabilize. You just have to go through the work for it. And anything worthwhile, you have to go through work for anyway. Well, thank you again for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday. I hope you are having a good week. I hope you did not get hurt in the Antifa riots on Monday. And hopefully your mayor did better than my mayor did, because Mayor Ted Wheeler, while he sent out the riot squads, he did not do it fast enough, and he even allowed them to congregate and start, even without their permit. So I'm going to have a few words with him for the next town hall. If you're following me, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. If you don't, leave a comment. I'll respond. We might have a conversation, or you can take it over to minds.com/Veteran Mountain Man. That's VETERAN and we can discuss it there. There will be a link below in the description for that as well. If you're following me on VidMe, well, you know what? Hit that follow button, hit that upvote button, share this with a friend. Maybe they'll learn something interesting. If you're catching me somewhere on the internet and you want to help support what I'm doing, I do have a Patreon. There's a link below. It's patreon.com/Veteran Mountain Man, spelt the same way as it is at minds.com. It's $1 a month, and that'll help me fund my operation here. Thank you all, and have yourselves a nice day.